Hello and welcome to the stream. Yeah. I normally get the notification like 3 minutes in. And then the one on Discord just like comes whenever it wants. Oh, I have to activate captions. Captions. Where are those? Here. I think that it's possible that once you get to affiliate, it has a thing for it. But I could be wrong. I just noticed that I have a lot of CC boxes. I don't know what that's about. But it's okay. Oh god, I forgot to reset the internet. My internet's been trashed today. Yeah, oh. Yes, that could be why my internet is so bad today. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. We surviving. What the hell? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's great. Fun times. Fun. But, it's more fun reading Homestuck. I we stopped right as we entered the Durst. I gotta. My desk is. It's not messy, but it's like too messy to deal with. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. I also need to get a better ring light. I only have the one built into my camera, and it's not. It's so bad. Like, it is set to cool tones. It looks bad if it's not set to cool tones. Sprout, hello! It's okay. You're here now. That's what matters. We are reading Homestuck, and if you don't know what that is, well, boy, are you in for a ride. It's a. I think I fixed it. Except to be fair, I haven't checked, and I've just been uploading them. Huh? I probably should have checked more than just the one time. So, Sprout, how was your day? Have a good day? Okay. All things considered, did you have a good day? You might not even be from the US. You might not even care. You might be from the US and you don't care. It's fine. Ah. No. I haven't seen very many of like their actual videos, just like clips here and there. I feel like more than the average person, but not a lot. Oh. But you can't. Ah! Keep talking, because you should be coming through sound, but it. No, you're not. You're not coming through the sound at all. Let us see. Ah. No? That's whack. Keep talking. Keep going. Lemon is the other voice. You should be able to hear Lemon. It might have I don't I don't know. I don't know.
And I didn't want to mess with it. It was like
This one? Oh goodness gracious. Well, it's getting you now.
it is.
Yes.
I just like the all caps. Oh, Lemon, you're talking to her.
Yeah. No, I have new headphones, and you're coming into the headphones, but not through the THX special audio. You're coming in through the normal headphones. There, yeah, there you go. All right, but you're not going in through desktop audio, so
Yeah, that's a whole nother reason I didn't want to try and mess with anything tonight was because I was like, I know A, I'm gonna have to change everything once I get this headset, and B, I really don't want to figure out Discord and Streamlabs right now.
literally, so here's my other pair, and they're still plugged in. Like they're still plugged into my computer. But
Oh.
because I can't I can't wear these to work. That's it. That's all.
I think you should do it once. Just
Well,
once and
okay.
see what happens.
So to be fair, the Zoom camera cuts off like this much, so you wouldn't see the top of them anyways. I don't know. It's tempting. But also every time I plug them back in, it like has to reboot the software that they run on. I don't know. I don't know. Also for streaming, they don't get to do their normal rotating pattern because the Razer Streamlabs companion. So whenever somebody follows or subscribes, they go all like twinkle and it's a bunch of different colors, but because of the stupid light being so white, you can't tell. I mean, you can tell that they're twinkling, but you can't tell the colors.
True.
So y'all trying to watch
American Tail.
An American Tail. What a great movie! Oh my goodness, I can't believe y'all haven't seen that. Homestuck. Y'all trying to read Homestuck? No, probably
Yeah,
not.
I'm
Oh,
trying to. I broke yesterday trying to explain our last Homestuck stream to my big, and
oh.
was telling them how whenever we saw Carcat's text, we just sat there and like internally died for like 5 solid minutes before continuing.
It's great. Oh, the other thing is that these headphones have the volume in a weird spot, so that's going to be fun to screw with. But keep on.
Fun.
Do you know where we ended?
Yes, page 886. So if you hit the
Oh, there it is. It says 88.
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. I have it bookmarked. Okay.
I really like this app.
It's still saying that it's not picking up my captions, and I don't know what that's about. Because it should be. But I don't know. If you need the captions and you're still having issues, let me know. Except you probably wouldn't be able to understand that of anything. Jesus Christ. I would love to be able to speak, but that's just not the case. So elsewhere, we find a place where a kingdom lies entrenched beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness. Dun dun dun. You can't hear Lemon anymore. Oh no, that's not why. You can't just a second. That's Discord. I'm so sorry. Pretend like y'all didn't see that. Just a second, guys. That's it. I got it. I got it. Wait. I'm sorry. I'll have to see all this. Hey, Lemon? Okay. Great. You can hear Lemon now.
Hello. Hi.
It's
Hi.
fine. Wait, you can hear Lemon now, right?
Let me just get a couple pog champs ready for the chat in case. Oh, there we go, pog.
Ah, there we go. All right. There's Dad Egbert. Gotta enter the sound effects.
Really gotta live it to its full. Tag yourself. I am this one imp that's just not having a good time.
Food. Yeah. Graveyard
Ooh,
stuffers. Jesus Christ, it is cold. um. All right. Oh, that was like 3 whole scenes. Okay. You are now the peregrine mendicant. You are flying westward in your great, fantastic. You are flying westward in your peculiar mobile station. You have no sense of your bearings presently. The door is blocked by a metal column which extended through the entry shaft before liftoff. What will you do? And now, hopefully, now that I've read that, I can read with the horrible British accent that I pretend like they have. Dr. David Brenner. Attention, serious business. Washington. Oh. Alright. We gotta check our mail. This message to Dr. Brenner looks pretty serious. Open the envelope. Never. This mail is sacred, and sacred is the trust between the postman and the recipients of his precious parcels. You have made a solemn pledge to deliver this letter to the doctor, just as soon as you determine where this address is, or find any sort of discernible mailing address in this wasteland, for that matter. The mail is freedom. The mail is life. The mail is the very fabric of civilization. Wait. Hold that thought for one moment. Dun dun. Dun dun.
oh.
Dun dun. The mail is one final hope for resurrecting a dead planet from its ashes, and the letter carriers are the brave soldiers of God in this righteous crusade. They are the defenders of light, of knowledge, of free communication, and the exchange of ideas. They are the bold toters of all those little papery conduits of freedom, the white postmarked angels that whisper a message of their deliverance, a promise to the yearning. There is hope yet. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection, mail.
Period. Protect the postal service.
Yeah. Support your local postal service. Buy stamps. Examine keyboard and screen. It's a terminal you use to activate the station's homing mechanism. It looks like it has now returned control to you. The default viewport displays commands previously entered, including your last and only command, home. If we type view, you type another one of the previously entered commands. It switches to the view of a young girl standing alone somewhere. There's a heavy amount of video interference of some sort. This girl seems familiar to you. Greetings. Don't I know? Oh, goodness gracious! You broke it, Peregrine. Come on.
Oh man.
Oh God, like seriously broke it.
I'm gonna say hi.
Hey! Oh goodness gracious, you're back. It's been a hot minute. I'm not surprised that it's a reference to another hussy thing. Ghost psychiatrist, Dr. Brenner, ghost psychiatrist.
That sounds like a Sixth Sense fan fiction.
Jesus. All right, all right. Oh, we're back on Rose. With a Skynet laboratory. Oh my God, unestablished in 1 minute and 41 seconds. Refuse to acknowledge this absurd T-set. You successfully disregard that T-set because it's stupid and you shouldn't be in a place like, and it shouldn't be in a place like this. You probe further into the lab. What were you saying? I'm just gonna interrupt you.
I was right because I flicked to the next page and I was like, this has Roxy vibes.
Ah, it does. It does.
And then the
yeah.
bedpost has the little kitty cat symbol.
That, looks like a little girl's room. This all strikes you as a bit odd. Well, no time for messing around in here, though. Wear the scarf. Be the rider. Dun, Hey! Okay, maybe you'll do a little messing around. You are only human after all. Oh, what's that?
It's a Gibby. Oh.
You were accosted by a friendly mutant kitten. Man, I wish I was accosted by a friendly mutant kitten. I just have my non-mutant cat who doesn't ever want to have anything to do with me, but it's fine.
The
That's.
mutant cat that yells at me in the morning, and that's about it.
I mean, your kitten's like basically a mutant. It ain't got no tail. Got half a tail.
True. Bobcat.
John is going to resist the great urge to take the wedged shale. You know you should grab this thing, but you are suddenly feeling apprehensive about entering your father's room. With all the scampering around, it almost slipped your mind how much you hate his hideous clowns. No use putting it off any longer. There's only one thing left to do. Give me a D. Give me an E. Ah, yes, give me an S.
S.
Give me a C.
C, that kind of spells descend.
It's just like he forgot how to spell his, I should probably stop here just in case I got the letters wrong. Jump down. I blanked for a hot minute and I thought that we were in his dad's room and I went, huh. Well, that shouldn't be there. But we're not. We're in Jade's world.
Oh, the live frostbite. Yeah, your dad just has like a shrine of your friend, your online friend, in his room.
That seems legit. Oh, God. Jade's gonna scamper into the grand foyer with wild abandon. Oh, well, that didn't go very well. You scamper your heart out and bump into something. You don't know why he always insists on keeping it so dark in here. Oh, look. It was one of his dumb globes. These things make it awfully difficult to navigate the foyer. We get it, Granddad. You like to travel around the world going on adventures and stuff. Lousy goddamn stupid globes. Better arm yourself. Grandpa will surely have stern words for you if he catches you without your trusty rifle at the ready. That's just what you need. Another one of his blustering mustachio Jesus Christ, I was going so well. Diatribes? You are rolling your eyes in advance, getting them warmed up, but ideally you can evade him altogether. All you have to do is get past the fireplace and out the front door, and you will be scot-free. But man, there are some mighty fine chaps on the sofa. They are surely worthy of being examined. These are the manners for distinguished house guests. They like to gather here by the fireplace for tea time, as well as pretty much all other times. It's all very mannerly and civilized, I can read. You know exactly what's going to happen when you try to sneak by. The fireplace is going to light up, and your grandpa's silhouette is going to appear in front of the fire to give you a good spook. He is so predictable. Ah, and there he goes. The old man has the flame. Has the flame? Alright, yeah. Okay. You suppose you could still manage to sneak by the crafty old man if you were fast enough. Avoiding an encounter would be ideal. Encounters with him are usually intense. Just leap dramatically across the divide. Oh, whoops. You guess an encounter with him is almost certain now, but most likely not for a while. Time to see what someone else is up to, let's say Dave. That's only fair.
If you go click the red text, it sends you to a new Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff comic.
Ah, you missed a Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff comic? Oh, Jesus Christ. I found the audio. Can y'all hear the audio, guys? Oh, goodness. Wait, I'm supposed to be doing stuff. This is going great. You got some ASMR here. You got some... I don't freaking know. Why did... Whoa, I just ran up him.
You weren't joking about that music.
Yeah, no, it is incredibly loud. Alright, okay.
Ridiculous.
Oh my
Thru.
god.
The next one.
I but I but the comic. This is Bo and Hella Jeff comic. You can do it. Just
Man,
press go back really fast. Go back, go back, go back. Go back. God. Go back. Haha, got it. I thought he looked like Dave Tex, but where are we? Which one is it? Oh god. I have two of them. I'm gonna say the bangin' her was your one I already had pulled up. No, no way. Wait. I don't know which one of these is already pulled up and which one wasn't. That's big game. Tug, I'm so jealous, you know? I love the big game. Oh, yeah. It's this one. There he goes, the big man. Past the rock. He's driving so hard through the paint downtown. What? Wow, look how many times you tried to spell alley-oop for the slam dunk. Wow, that's about my level MS Paint. Oh my goodness. Oh, the bangin' one is the very first one. You know what? I should probably just close out of these. I don't even know what all these tabs are doing open. All right. Now I just gotta get back to here. Yes, I'm going out with this gun. No, I will not go. Wait, this is. It looks like the narrator, but it's definitely Jade.
Definitely Jade.
Yes, I am going out with this gun. No, I will not go get a bigger one. No, I will not take yours. I can't even lift it. That is so preposterous. Do you even hear what you're saying? I will be fine. This is perfect. This is a perfectly deadly gun, and it shoots lots of incredibly deadly bullets. Oh, you just stop it. I'm going now. Goodbye. That's gone.
But it really looks like a puppet, right? I'm not crazy in saying that with the stitches on the side.
Oh no, man looked incredibly stuffed. Stuffed.
Definitely dead.
I can't. Yeah, no, I have like 5 tabs just chilling in Chrome right now because like I don't want to lose whatever it is that I'm using there. I've actually taken to bookmarking stuff, and I'm like, wow, am I getting old? Do the youth of today bookmark stuff? Surely they do, doing classes online and stuff. You gotta have stuff bookmarked, right?
I definitely do. I still have like 2 or 3 that don't fit on my bookmark.
Oof. Oof. I don't even know what half my bookmarks are, though. See, it's a problem. I need to get my car registered, though, is another reason I've got a couple bookmarks. It's crazy. He was so much easier to deal with when he was alive.
Yeah, so he's dead. Good to know.
I unlocked a page. Blogspot.
Used by Andrew Hussey for behind-the-scenes commentary during the... Aw, that's cute.
Oh! Haha! Oh, that's Hussey. That is him. Wow, what a man. Right. We're not gonna read that. Well, she miraculously survived. Gonna peer out the explosion hole. Oh no, not the mail. Ah, what a friendly worm. Oh, she loves it. Oh. Rose is gonna refuse to acknowledge the absurd kitten. Well, you failed miserably. Oh, look, there's some more mad science crap over here. Not over there, over here. This weird arcade gizmo adapted to the setup obviously doesn't take coins anymore, assuming it ever did. Besides, all you left on... nope. Besides, you left all your coins on the fridge, remember?
On the fridge?
On the fridge! I have the hiccups. This is an incredibly unfortunate time to have... He got his... Nice. An incredibly inconvenient time to have hiccups. I mean, yeah, you know, that's fair. If you're Andrew Hussey, you don't pay anyone to do anything. You do it yourself.
Else we wouldn't have the amazingness that is.
Well.
Oh yeah, she did. She did do that indeed.
doesn't appear to be a game. It appears to be an purifier. I screw around with it. You mess with the oh my god. You mess with the controls. Hey, Jaspers is alive! Or at least he was in the past. According to timestamps, this was almost 9 years ago. You try to move the crosshairs with a joystick, but it seems to be permanently locked on a specific target. You might be able to unlock it, but you clearly don't have much time to horse around with this thing. Honestly, I'm surprised as much time has passed already. You zoom out.
Baby Rose.
She's so little, except the pin is kind of making it look like she has a butt chin.
It's a little bit.
Oh. It looks like you and Jaspers were having one of your sessions. You weren't making a lot of progress, though, because Jaspers was no doubt being characteristically... Oh, man.
Why is he recalcitrant?
Recalcitrant? You possibly jotted down this phrase. Nope. You possibly jotted this phrase down in your pad. It's hard to remember, though. Wait. Could this be that day? Cause a time paradox. Da-da-da-da-da-da. You attempt to purify Jaspers. This would surely cause a time paradox, because you can plainly see that he has not told you his secret yet. But it seems the machine has a safety mechanism to prevent such irresponsible purification practices. Oh, you're right. Yeah, she paid. Yeah. That's what happened to the coins. Approximate value.
Yeah.
It's been a couple weeks. Wow, I can't believe you remember that.
Yeah, it's really group of time.
Oh, that's really sad. The paradox ghost imprint of Jaspers purifies instead and quickly settles into a mound of sludge.
Disgusting.
Oh. The machine beside it sucks up the paradox sludge and begins some kind of automated procedure. It seems whatever sort of primordial biochemical properties the sludge possesses of being evaluated by the device. The device generates a fetal paradox clone of Jasper's. The wretched creature exhibits a number of unfortunate mutations, so the good news is that it will be mercifully unestablished along with this facility shortly. This is also the bad news. Whoever was operating this machine in the past may have been making unsuccessful attempts to perfect the science of ectobiology.
Yo, why is ectobiology in Jake's color? I thought that was John's thing.
Yeah, it is kind of in his pester tag.
Remember everything about the Alpha Kids.
I tried to pretend like they didn't exist. For all Alpha, well, okay. To be fair as I can be, you know, the Alpha Trolls were supposed to be like a mini game, and I didn't play it because I listened to all of it. You mean to tell me that it's just green because it's slime?
Dang.
I mean, so that makes sense.
You're reading too far into it.
That just means that we're honest. Yes. And it's really whack whenever the brain cells are non-existent. Flashback. We're having a flashback. There is no need for a flashback. Conveniently, you can watch what happened right here on the monitor. You roll the clock forward a few seconds. Jaspers reveals his stunning secret to you in strict confidence.
Before he is all mine. He has all for one, one for all.
What?
That's all I'm thinking about with that tux. I've been crawling back into a My Hero Academia hole. It's very bad. It's not good.
Okay. Well, you have fun with that. I've accidentally managed to join the entire Danganronpa community to include, you know, like the cosplay one. So, what do I have any room to speak? No. Arguably yours is better, but it's fine. By the way, if you didn't know, I have some new Danganronpa cosplays, including one really big surprise.
Yeah, you do.
Right. Before you could ask him to clarify, he vanished into thin air. You now believe you understand why. However, you are not the one to purify him for this moment. Your hand was nowhere near the controls just now. A couple weeks after he vanished, his body washed up along the riverbank. His suit was a mess. Your mother fitted him with a new one just before the absurd funeral service she insisted upon. Oh, hi, Cat. When did you leave? Okay. Trace Jasper's whereabouts? Oh, it's so sad. I'm so sad for Jasper's. You rolled the clock forward to a week after he vanished. It seemed there's no accessible feed tracing his whereabouts during that time frame. You fast forward another week. There he is, just as you found him. Fast forward to now.
I'm about to get spooked by loud music.
Yes. Oh, it's sad.
No.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I can't turn it down.
It's so sad. It's the meowing for me.
It's the double blinking for me. Oh. Oh.
God,
The flowers.
oh, little baby you kitty.
That's intense.
That was beautiful. That was gorgeous.
I saw a thing and I clicked it.
Here we go. What do you think? Here we go. I'm scared. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Beautiful stallion.
Jesus Christ. It gets me every time.
Nay.
Nay. Oh, goodness. Monsters! Hello! Welcome! Nay is beautiful. I'm glad I saw that. I could have easily, I'm sure you wouldn't have let me pass it, but I could have easily never known that existed. It's Jasper's! He's alive! Well, okay, he's still dead, but his body is intact. Turns out it wasn't some kind of disintegratificator like you thought. It's more like an escapealizer. Purify Jaspers immediately. Oof. Sis, you got a matter of seconds. Good thing you finally got all this sorted out. You only have 10 seconds to spare. Time to stash the dead cat and M's gray. Ah. Nice. Escapealizing. Yeah. Okay, now we're back to Jade. Locating and feeding the devil beast she calls a pet. Good luck finding him. If he wants to be found, he will find you. Becquerel has always managed to elude your prognosticative faculties. He is completely invisible to your intuition somehow, a property almost totally unique to him. It used to freak you out a little, but you have long since grown accustomed to it.
Puppy.
Puppy! Uranium puppy. Uranium? Special dog. Only 5,000 pages left.
Delicious. Wonderful.
Well, until that. Huh? Oh, it was nothing. Nothing at all, moving right along. Well, Jade's got to retrieve the package that she expected to arrive. Ooh. The birthday package you were expecting from John arrived months late, and yet right on time. It landed over there past the crumbling monument, a satellite to the great mystic ruins at the center of the crater lagoon. John's getting mighty, agile. Wow. What a room.
Taking some parkour courses.
We're gonna triple somersault into the room, sticking the landing. Okay, you do that. You are now in your dad's room. Where are all the clowns? You spot your dad's briefcase beside you. It probably contains all sorts of clues, or at least various forms and paperwork critical to his trade as a hilarious street performer. You're just gonna snoop, snoop. Oh yeah, here comes the secrets. Get ready for some major revelation. Wait a minute. These are just boring business documents and spreadsheets. What the hell is going on here? Guess we gotta examine our dad's room. Oh.
No.
Just missed this room.
Oh no. He's traumatized from his
No.
dad just being a dad.
How badly? Oh, calm down. It'll be all right. So, all those years, while you believed he was out busking up the corners with hilarious antics, he was working as an ordinary businessman all along. He was just a man trying to make a good, honest living for his son. Maybe he was just too embarrassed to tell you the truth. Or maybe it was just that you never bothered to ask. You guess you always just assumed. Meanwhile, the human prisoner has broken out of his jail cell yet again. Attempts to block the door with heavy objects has proven futile. That's wrong tense and everything on that, but that's fine. Just gonna toss that. You're going to need a bigger safe. Who's this guy? Enter a name. Spades Slick. Spades Slick. Got a nice ring to it. Oh, it's Hussy. Hussy is typing that. Nice. Alright. But you know your own name, and that damn well ain't your name. Take another stab at it. Date, name, and rank. Okay. Right. You are Archagent Jacques Noir. You oversee various affairs of a dark kingdom presently. You are determining how to deal with this prisoner, who has been a thorn in your side since he was apprehended. You view the affairs of the kingdom through a series of fenestrated walls. You have 3 walls, nearly enough to form a cubicle of vigilance, which is a full and proper enclosure for an agent of your stature. However, much to your utter contempt, your 4th wall was stolen some time ago. Dan a comical hat. Don a comical hat. This frivolous headdress turns your stomach. You'd sooner stick your head in a furnace and coax it onto this monstrosity's Jesus Christ, and coax it into this monstrosity's loathsome, colorful maw. It's bad enough that your exalted ruler ordered everyone to drape themselves in these hideous rags the moment the troublesome human with the pipe and the child showed up. But you drew the line at the hat. Call a minion. You order one of your burliest agents to the scene. He brings something heavier this time. Your transmission is interrupted. It seems your glorious monarch has concerns over your wardrobe. Fine. You begrudgingly don the comical hat. Stupid, lousy, wise, and just leader. What a royal pain in the ass. Now we're gonna throw down the hat in disgust. You fully intend to once your superior stops breathing down your neck for a second. Wait, what now? Nice. Your blood is boiling so hot you could cook an egg on your carapace. Looks like you'll have to handle this yourself. Investigate the room. Oh, John is investigating the room for anything Dad may have left behind. It seems there's some unopened birthday present which Dad didn't get around to giving you just yet. Present time! Open a present and see what's inside. Oh, nice. The one on the right seems promising. You open it and see what, you open it to see what it is inside, and oh god, yes. Obtain sweet loot. You tear into this thing and put a mean peep into the sweet loot. In addition to the modus control deck, you get a bonus array fetch modus, plus another 12 cards, which are practically worthless by this point, but hey, you'll take them. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's so many cards. First thing you do is flush the extra cards into your deck. Okay, really, this is just way too many cards. Just equip Array Fetch modus. The Array modus allows you to store and retrieve any item from any card at any time. It seems exceptionally serviceable, albeit difficult to weaponize. Boring! Alright, I'll read the instruction for the control deck. There's really nothing to read. I mean, you just pop some modus cartridges in the slots, fire it up, see what happens. Start by putting the stack in Q modi in the slots. Oh, Jesus Christ. It hurts.
Beautiful.
It can't act like... Oh, okay.
Oh.
Your Silodex now behaves like both a stack and a queue. Items can be removed from either the top card or the bottom card. Well, you see no reason at all not to just jam the array cartridge in there too. You make sure to blow out the dust for first, of course. The Silodex reconfigures itself into an array of distinct queue stacks. The Silodex oh nope, now we're talking. This is just the sort of needless complexity you have come to expect from your inventory management system. Inventory management system. Unwrap the smallest present first, even though we've already unwrapped at least one present. You have a staunch policy of always saving the biggest present for last. Always. Aw, yeah, you receive a box of delicious fruit gushers. Could this birthday get any better? You don't think so? Let's open a big present. You thought wrong. It's a suit. Why? Okay, fill up an entire queue stack with shoes. Okay, awesome. Queue stack's full of shoes. Capture log the fruit gushers. Ah, dang. You spaced out and put it in the wrong queue stack. Don't worry, you'll get a hang of this thing. This seems like an incredibly bad idea.
Yeah.
Closely inspect fruit gushers box. So delicious. You can't wait to capture log one of these packs and make like 1,000,000 gushers. Screw all this building nonsense. You'd rather make candy. Wait a minute. It can't be. Box for education? The heinous battle which has her gnarled claws and everything. What do gushers have to do with baked goods anyway? How does this make sense? Why? Why? That's mental breakdown time. Ah!
What a bop.
Leading to colonic crush, wicked watermelon groin something, mixed berry social anxiety disorder.
Injury.
Neon green ectofacial blast jam and sour. God, I can't read that fast.
Ew, ranch dressing.
This is stupid. Ranch dressing? What?
One of them said ranch dressing.
No.
Can you imagine thinking you're getting.
Betty Crocker doesn't do ranch grass. No. Sorry, what was that? Go ahead.
Imagine thinking you're getting a delicious fruit gusher and you get ranch.
Ugh.
Oh god, this one's loud too.
Oh, I haven't moved on. Buttermilk ranch dressing recipe, BettyCrocker.com. She has her own website? Upper left. Is that left? Wait, but that's. You are so right! I thought that was just a mute! Oh my god, you're so smart! Oh, it doesn't translate. Okay. Turn it down to the lowest one. A rain? What a big word. Bang! Of arsenalize? Bang! Oh, does it not even matter where I aim? I aimed at the chest, but okay.
That's what I've been realizing.
Still kind of loud. Artillerate. Bang! Oh no, not space. I don't even know what that word means. Oh, now it's gonna go for the chest.
Ow.
Or through the chest, alright, yeah. Arf?
Just gonna go play fair.
Oh, good boy. Good dog. Okay, see, if I was smart enough to have all my programs playing audio in different locations, then I would totally do that, but I'm not. So currently, Lemon and Homestuck are playing through the same sound system. So that's neat. You know, I will get smarter. Not anytime soon.
It's always a learning process every day.
Yeah.
It's something new.
Oh, what a good dog. Oh, he just picked Jade up, just like that. Oh, we're back in bed, but I swear there's more of a reason for us going out to see the dog than just that, but alright. Let's see if Rose mixed Adams with Cat. Nope, no mixed Adams. Looks like you and the kitty kept your genes to yourself. Your new kitty whose name is... You'll think of one later. Where the heck are you, anyway? Oh, you're back home. The well-stocked bar and vantage from the window tells you that this is your mom's room, or at least what you thought was her room. You decide not to be especially melodramatic about this revelation. There's no bed! Much meteor impact. It just... Huh. That's funny. Shouldn't that place be unestablished by now? The downpour of smaller meteors has stopped. Ah, well, that'll de-establish it pretty well.
That'll be why.
I knew that. You were so right. I feel so dumb. Yeah. Yep. I will have it fixed by the next time we read Homestuck. Oh, God, Jesus Christ, you're right. There's a strange bed in the lab. It's very strange of the bed to be in the lab, and there's no bed in the room. But still, why wouldn't you put the bar? Why not have... I mean...
These very different iterations of each other are all still one thing in common. Very drunk.
Is that oversleep? I just feel like I'd have my bed in my house and maybe a secret drinking lab.
Secret drinking lab?
Instead of a secret place for my bed and my tea party. She just stole her mom's kitten, though. That's probably worth it. That's probably... I better get out of here. This room is a powder keg with all this booze lying around. And we're back to being John. Dun dun dun, get down to business. Suddenly you were feeling very ugh. Suddenly you're feeling very businessman-like for some reason. You just punched a shitload of cards in anticipation of making a whole lot of cool stuff. This time you didn't foolishly destroy any items. You just looked at the codes for some objects, you rounded up, and punched them on blank cards. You wonder how much alchemizing you can get away with before Rose gets back. As if she's got any right to tell you what to do with your hard-earned grist. You're the one running around here putting your ass on the line. All she's got to do is mess around with her computer. Anyway, you better hurry. Possibly, but if she's drunk anyways, I mean, like, she doesn't carry around a martini from home in the lab. You
Yeah.
know, come on. Oh, what's Jade dreaming about? Oh, right, I forgot about this thing.
Oh no.
Ah,
No, no, no.
you are now dreaming. Your dream bot is awake and active, obliquely foreshadow future through interpretive dance. Yep, that's kind of terrifying. Your silly dance foreshadows nothing and is essentially meaningless, but it sure is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Get in bed? Quick, get in bed? You climb into bed and try to get comfortable, but some sort of invisible force is pressing down on you, a strange feeling of cold, heavy metal. This happens every time you try to get into bed. No wonder you can never get any sleep. But you can fly. There is not much to realize. Of course you can fly. Now it's time to open our package. You stop with this flying around nonsense and examine John's birthday package. Unfortunately, you cannot open it yet. The package has an important journey to make first. You are planning on delivering it momentarily. Good thing you already know what's inside, otherwise you would surely be consumed by curiosity and suspense. You sincerely pity anyone who might be forced to endure such a fate.
Am I dumb? Who is GT? Hello?
Well, it, hmm.
Well,
Uh,
I don't remember who that is.
well,
Unless
it's
that's.
blue. It's not John.
Hold on, don't mind me, I'm gonna do some Googling real quick. Keep going. I'm gonna just Google
I'm
this real quick.
thinking. I can remember. I can do this. I can do it. I could. Enough for the above weather to be what? Enough for the above weather to be seasonably reconcilable. Uh, it's wait, no, no, what? Ectobiology?
It's not John.
It is John.
Why would it be John?
Well, I mean, it's not John, but it is
God tier?
John. It, it's, it's right. It says it right here. It even has him wrapping the present. I mean, it was his color. It's pretty. Duh. Even though his is definitely EB, but like, you know.
Oh, that. My brain.
Imagine being incapable of reading. Wow, it couldn't be me.
Imagine having patience. Couldn't be me.
Man, you got me. I thought you were really stupid there too. Haha, good question. Haha. Jesus Christ.
You get it, we're impatient. Oh. Hey,
All right.
happy birthday.
Yay, thank you, John.
Whew, okay, I got your present in the mail just on time. Plus, I sent Rose's and Dave's too. Why do your guys' birthdays gotta be all bunched together like that? You're running me ragged.
That's not the appropriate apostrophe for that, but whatever. I know, but it is nice of you to think of us all like that.
I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but hopefully it'll help you solve those problems you've been having lately, mysterious wink.
I'm sure it's
Wink.
great. I can't wait either. It might take a while to get here from there, but it will be worth the wait.
Oh man, I am such an idiot. I forgot about how long it takes to get you stuff. Ugh.
John, that's okay, really. I'm sure it'll get to me exactly when it needs to, and it will be a nice surprise when it does.
Okay, well, I hope so.
Heart? Uh, hold on. Okay, I'm back,
Oh
sorry.
no.
I had to tell someone to go away.
Oh god, the trolls again?
Yup.
They've been such a pain in the ass lately. It seems like there's so many. There there are either like 50 of these fools, or it's one guy with a lot of alt accounts.
I've never had any sort of feeling about them or what they want, which is kind of weird. But it seems to me like they're probably all different people and not one guy. I've counted 12.
Sorry, that's me internally crying and externally, I guess. What
Not
do they want
36?
with the
Some people just like to needle others for some reason, John. It is like a game, I guess. And they're like pranksters.
Oh hell no, shittiest pranksters ever.
But I think they are mostly harmless. Every so often they manage to get through my block filter and hassle me. It's been going on for years. Actually, some of them are kind of funny, I think.
Oh wow, what? Years? Okay, well, I'm sick of them. I've been thinking of changing my Pester Chum handle to throw them off the trail, so I guess I'm gonna do that.
Imagine not being able to
We've
read.
already had penguins.
Oh my god. I,
God.
there was a hair in my sock and it had been driving me crazy. So, hmm. Yeah, wow, that's whack.
Yeah, mysterious wink.
Totems. You have already carved a few totems, but you have had to return to the living room for more Cruxide dowels. Your carving work is not nearly complete. Every time you re-enter your room, you shudder at the recent handiwork of some mischievous imps. You can't turn your back on them for a second. Rotten imps. Those posters were like children to you.
Fun thing of them having a bucket right there.
Ha 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 ha. Lame kid pointing at his bed. Ha ha ha. But yeah,
Ha
the
ha
bucket. Honestly, I think that's more like a tail.
ha. Um. Okay. Hey,
All right.
first I went to Carcalicious, but we won't talk.
I,
I hate my brain. My brain
um,
needs to know.
now, what happened to her whatever. At long last, you have returned to your bedroom with a stable power supply and internet connection. Vodka Mutini purrs at your side. You
Oh.
suppose you will call it Muty for short. Moody? Mut, vodka Mut. You know, I don't even remember how I just said that word. Right. Pastor John.
It. Wait. No, maybe this is new. Oh no, some of the words just seem familiar.
It's
That's
new.
quite a selection. What are you planning?
Oh, whoa, hi. Oh, gonna make some stuff. Are you okay? Hasn't your house been on fire for like 5 hours now?
No, that was a nearby forest, which up until quite recently would have been best described as on fire. But you may be excited to learn that just as recently, my house finally notched that achievement.
Wow, congrats, I guess.
Thank you. Have you seen Dave?
Nah, his bro's probably busy kicking his ass. That's probably all there is to say on the matter.
Okay, I'm gonna start putting this grist to use too. Let's be sparing with the frivolous knick-knack greeting and focus on getting you up to the gate, okay?
Yeah, okay, I hear you, but I mean, I think we'll have plenty. I've been killing imps all over the house, and now it's lousy with gushers.
Ushers.
I mean, Grist. Serves them right for ruining my posters, bastards.
Ushers.
Uh, you cut on a little bit, sorry.
Oh.
Don't. I just heard stirs and I was like, what? But yeah, yeah. Don't you see? My sweet movie posters. Look at them. They're fucking ruined.
John,
Hmm?
are you suggesting that imps are responsible for defacing your movie posters?
Yeah?
Your posters have looked like that ever since I first saw your room, the moment we started playing this game. I thought you would deface them ironically to mock your father's interests. John? Hello?
Very funny, Rose. Nice joke. Great joke there, Rose. Top of the line prank.
This is good. Laughter is probably the best way to avoid being especially melodramatic about the revelation.
Yes. Yes. Let's keep this joke going because it's such a good one. Ha ha ha. Oh my. Ha 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 ha. Jesus Christ. God. A lot of melodramatic flashes. Man, mood. Uh this oh right. I totally forgot where we were with Wayward Vagabond. Oh, you cannot descend from the top of your mobile station. The loose cable you gathered and tied together is not yet long enough to allow you to reach the ground safely. You have used all the cable you can find. You will have to come up with another plan. Could sacrifice your mayoral sash for more cables. Absolutely not. No way. Are you crazy? A mayor does not relinquish his mayoral sash under any circumstances ever. Period. Purify the temple? That's such a dumb idea. Not as dumb as using your sash, but it comes close. The temple is way too big. You probably just end up purifying a chunk of useless, boring rock. Wait, what's that? There's something dangling from the top of one of the towers near the temple. Serenity, go grab the rope. Oh. Well, she is a tiny insect and cannot possibly lift more than the weight of a pumpkin seed. She does, however, inform you of what the ledge contains through a series of informative blinks. There's an old rusty harpoon lodged into the crumbling rock. Tied to it is a bunched-up jumble of handy cable. This strikes you as convenient. It is almost as if someone knew you would need a bunch of cable, and that you would have a mayoral sash made out of cable, and that you were particularly attached to that mayoral sash and would stubbornly refuse to use it. Anyone who knew that much would surely possess a special gift. Duh. Alas, it seems a bit far-fetched. Get ye rope. Okay, we just established it was a cable, not a rope, but that's okay. You take a hasty swig from one of your delicious ponds and put it down. You then quickly adjust the coordinates to purify a jumble of handy cable. Ah, Mr. Mayor. Oh, of course, the time wasn't set to the present moment. Somehow it got reset to a few hundred years ago. It is some sort of present from the past. In the present. Attached is an envelope. It looks extremely important. You open the envelope. Inside is a letter and another envelope. This is all highly confusing, and you do not know what to make of it. Still, it is obviously critical mayoral business, which you take very seriously and will defend this package with your life. But we're going to try to purify the cable again. You set the time to the present and purify the jumble of cable. Take the obvious course of action. You tie all the cable together and carefully lower your precious pumpkin bindle? Bindle? Bindle. You then rappel down the station with your package, which must not leave your side. Viewer, which is to say the present moment precisely. I unlocked albums Homestuck Volume 2 and 3. Wow. An aimless renegade prepares for company. Ah, yeah, him. What a man.
Yes.
Or not man. What a creature. Oh, right. Rose is gonna build as much as she can as fast as she can, though, because it's time to get going. Um, okay. While I make some stuff here, can you keep an eye out for imps? Just keep this safe or tub handy or something. It'll serve them right for trashing my posters.
I'll keep telling you the posters were always like that.
And I keep telling you, haha, very funny.
Look.
Alright, fine. I'll look. Is Sprite prototype once more with grandmother's remains. She treats John to some helpful exposition in a friendly maternal, grandmaternal manner. But my posters aren't messed up there, and well, they're not messed up there either. Inexplicably capricious behavior since arrival. Stress related? Yeah, I saw those, but they didn't look like that before. You must have changed them.
Even if I had the motive for such a bizarre and pointless deception, where would I find the time? I don't even have Photoshop.
Then why didn't you tell me they were there?
I had no reason to think you were not aware of them. I thought they were strange, certainly, but was not struck by any particular impulse to discuss them.
Okay, it still doesn't make sense though. Implying that I drew them a while ago and then forgot and couldn't see them and now suddenly see them? That's stupid. That wouldn't even. What would that even mean? Also, thank you for the explanation on Bindle. I didn't know. I feel like I've always heard that it's just called a hobo sack. I didn't know there was a real word for it. Um,
And that song grown up in the South.
yeah. Hmm. Hmm. It's nice. But
Oh,
that's stupid.
on me to read.
I did. It's your turn to read. It's your
It looks
turn.
like you were in it looks like you were in your father's room recently.
Yeah.
And how did it make you feel to discover what was in there?
Oh no, I just realized you're going to psychotherapify me. Well, don't bother.
Maybe I'm just being a friend?
Maybe. I suspiciously. Anyway, I guess you saw what's in there. It's boring and there's not much to even see.
That doesn't matter. What matters is how seeing it affected you. I think it clearly has in some way.
Well, I don't know. I mean, at first I was nervous to go in and find it. First I was nervous to go in and find more of his weird clowns, because of course they're stupid and I hate them a lot. But then when I didn't see any, it was weird. And I felt weirdly, like, disappointed, almost.
Is it fair to say this changed your perception of your father?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Is it such a stretch to conclude it changed your perception of other things as well?
Uh, no, maybe not. What are you getting at? It sounds like you're saying I'm crazy. Oh my god. She has a lot to say on the matter.
Oh god. I don't like to use the word crazy.
Oh god, see? This is therapy bullshit.
That was a joke. But anyway, whether it means you are crazy or not, consider this theory. Your presumably long-standing tendency for scrawling this imagery in is really your subconscious trying to express something disturbing within you, possibly something from your past, which you have blocked out. And since you have suppressed it, your conscious self cannot acknowledge the drawings, therefore, they have been invisible until now.
Why now?
Perhaps because you have seen evidence that conflicts with the worldview your subconscious has constructed to obfuscate the truth that your dad is not necessarily the clown loving maniac you thought he was. All along, this negative attribute buried in your psyche may have been projected onto him and subsequently reviled as a sort of defense mechanism.
But this is absurd. My dad loves these shitty clowns. He's got all these statues and paintings everywhere.
Is it unthinkable that over the years it was he who believed you were the one with a passion for clowns? Because of all the strange drawings in your room? A father then embraces a son's hobby to establish a stronger bond. or wages a campaign of passive aggressive mockery of your interests. Either is plausible. I don't know your dad that well.
I don't know. Not sure about all this, but I think we need to stop and acknowledge the bunny sassacre fedora I just made.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Wow, what are you doing, by the way? Rose, sorry to say, but this is all looking kind of silly.
I'm trying to spread the upward construction around so there is a more substantial foundation for later on, but I'm starting to wonder if it will be strong enough. It's kind of starting to wobble a little, and I don't think brick chimneys were meant to serve this architectural purpose.
Yeah, no shit.
I might have to adopt a different building strategy. Stick to more load-bearing walls and blockier shapes, especially since grist has been easier to come by lately.
Okay, but you really must be running low on time by now, right?
Right.
Strider! You know who's running low on time? This man. Jesus.
What a bop.
Ah, I see what's going on. Oh god. Oh, the volume. Yeah, John's special. You know. I like how the robot just has the ability to sprout extra arms. Man, those pumpkins are bopping. Not me half expecting the pumpkins to disappear and be left saying what pumpkin, but you know.
I love Prospit, it's so pretty.
It's very yellow.
Exactly.
Ah, yes, I could see why you love Prospit now. In hindsight, that was yep.
It's just like two little flowers chained together.
Wait, they had their music replaced? What was the original music?
Interesting.
Let's change wardrobe of fire to cycle through Star Heart Horseshoe.
Ew.
Okay. Good idea. You leave the moon in the cycle, though, because, you like it.
Kinda
No.
looks like a Charms.
Oh, God.
I think actually now that I'm trying to remember things, have a play later in this for some
This thing has settings? Oh, of course it does. They're right here. It says settings. Alright. I wonder which one I would have listened to. Oh, half the Flashes in Act 3 had their music replaced? Does that have to do with the getting the new artist or whatever, getting rid of an artist? And what an interesting wall of a volcano. God, it's just staring at go make a new friend. Aww. Aww. Oh. Uh, See, it's how he processes information. He has to eat it to learn. And now he's gonna eat the letter in the envelope. Will you cut that out? You have company. Look behind you. See? Over there.
cute little male person.
Read the letter. Dear Mr. Mayor. Go here. Woo. Gift present. Hooray! Oh, please do this. The freedom of your people depends on it. Depends on it. No, he's trying to eat it to learn. Oh, God. Oh, goodness. This looks like a dangerous situation.
This dude is not a very good assassin.
No. Pew pew pew. I love how the pew is written in there. Beautiful pew. Oh no, not them, not no. Ah. Well, I made it. Give it a present. Hooray! Oh, there's another
Oh.
letter. To Miss Mail Lady. Gracefully fly to the golden tower, the other golden tower. You decide to check on your neighbor. Inspect neighbor's tower. It is very much the same as your own. The only difference is that this one is home to a young boy instead of a young girl. You peer through the window. Uh,
Oh.
John is, of course, sound asleep. It looks like he is having troubled dreams as usual. You cannot disturb his slumber, though. He will wake up when he is ready. Speaking of John, you wonder if he got his birthday present you sent him. Or, for that matter, if you even remember to send it. Darn, you get so confused sometimes. If only you had some system in place to help you remember things. Your moon is getting very close to Skya. You had better go inside soon. It is never a very good idea to be outside during the eclipse. Maybe you can take the opportunity to log onto your computer and ask John about his present. You just know he will think it is awesome, and it would be a great way to thank him for the wonderful present he got you. 1980s time-lapse style montage. That would be pretty cool, and would promote the appearance to the audience that a whole lot was getting done in not much time. But it also sounds like a kind of a pain in the ass, so you decide to play it straight up this time. Roses moved the alchemimeter back down to the deck while she reworks a building project up there. Just as well, because it will save you a lot of legwork. Between this thing, the Designix, and the lathe, that's a whole lot of scrambling around. Gotta recombine the hammer and the pogo ride. Well, that's, This
That's something.
time, instead of overlapping the two cards which created the pogo hammer, you use the two codes to double punch a blank card, producing a different hole pattern. The result is a hammerhead pogo ride. It doesn't look like it's as much fun as the original ride, but to be fair, it's probably a lot safer. Double punching cards creates patterns with more holes, rather than less holes by overlapping cards. This strikes you as a viable method for combining more than two items without whittling down to too few holes or too many. Just mix up the overlaps and double punches, and the sky's the limit. See, honestly, I'm not comprehending anything that I'm reading, but yeah.
Yeah.
I say words. Ah, right, and this is when we get. You make the green slime ghost suit. Pretty swanky, but you are not completely satisfied with the wardrobe upgrade yet. Yeah, wise guy
There we
slime
go.
suit. You make the wise guy slime suit. This is so much better. It seems there are lots of secret trickery gimmicks concealed in your. Oh shit, there go the cards. That doesn't. Man, John was all about Google Glass before it even happened.
I was seriously thinking the same thing.
Use cards make things. Thank you. That's a kind of. I need a summary for each. I need a TLDR for each page. Not because I don't read them, just because I don't comprehend anything I'm reading.
I am clearly reading them, but that to go all the way through to my brain, not the same.
Ah. You make the serious business goggles. This is a pretty nice hands-free communication solution, and it makes you look way cooler, like one of those kids from Spy Kids or something, or something. God, that was a good movie. Real spies, only smaller. Right, we'll just combine sledgehammer telescope and Sassacre text. Because that's a lot of grist. Jesus Christ, John.
For real.
You make this telescopic sassacrusher at pretty considerable expense. This thing could probably pound an ogre into a crude burger. Of course, you have no hope of lifting it whatsoever. Combine gushers and blue ectoplasm, because that doesn't sound disgusting at all. Spy Kids is almost as old as I am. Jesus. I didn't realize it was that old. You mix your gushers with some of the blue slime Nana left on the wall. To make a box of hellacious blue phlegm aneurysm gushers with ghostly healing properties. These should be convenient, if somewhat unappetizing.
Ugh.
Sounds disgusting. Ooh, remote ghost gauntlet. Ooh, wow. You make the remote ghost gauntlet. It looks like when you put on the special computer glove, it lets you control the big slimy ghost hand. The ghost gauntlet appears to have a considerably higher lift capacity than your own puny ass. You combined your actual arm? Oh, yeah, seems legit. Alright, combine ghost gauntlet and bathroom mirror. You make a left-handed remote ghost gauntlet to complete the pair, because you don't see why the hell not. Oh, they're just the fake arms. Just fake arms. Combine umbrella and straight razor. You make the barber's best friend. It suddenly seems worthwhile to you to go nab the umbrella kind strife specialist that's been lying around in the study for a while. Meanwhile, we'll just combine the gushers and shaving cream. No thanks. You make a deadly Betty Crocker Barbasol bomb. Be careful with that thing, Jesus. Combine ghost dad.
Bomb. A big old bomb.
It is a big old bomb. It's bomb. The foamy bomb. Goodness gracious. Okay, you have a cool idea for something to do with your ghost dad poster, but it looks like you drew shit all over that one too without realizing it. A lousy goddamn stupid subconscious. Anyway, you think you have an idea how to clean it up. Capital Punch, Heath Ledger Joker figurine, right, okay. If you can somehow subtract the code of the Joker figurine from the code of the poster, it might work. Luckily, the Joker code only has 2 holes, making the task very simple. The defaced Cosby poster shares those holes. You determine that the defaced Cosby should only result from a double punching with the Joker if your theory is correct. This means the original Cosby poster had one of those holes punched, or the other, or neither, making 3 total possibilities. You try out all 3 possible codes, yielding 1 potted plant, 1 painting of a horse attached to a football player, 1 clean Cosby poster. God. PogChamp horse football. Horse football's real? Wait, huh?
What?
Right. I forgot Andrew Huss was some sort of, like, horse furry or something.
Always good to know. Always good to know.
Of course he knows about. Yeah. I'm not sure if the Bill Cosby stuff aged well, but that's fine. We're gonna make a Cosby top computer. This thing is probably a useless piece of shit, but making it has caused you to feel an alarming sense of satisfaction. It is. It is quite. Wait, we're talking about the painting that we just saw, right? I mean, that horse was ripped and had red hair. Fedora and candy corn. You just make another ordinary fedora with 4 pieces of candy corn inside. Okay. Huh, that's expensive. A good combined hammer and problem sleuth game. Whatever this item is, you cannot make it yet. It requires a ludicrous amount of grist, sometimes of which you have not yet even encountered. But in the meantime, we can get a wrinkle fucker. Heck yeah.
That's beautiful.
Oh, Rose is gonna be so upset. So much sweet loot. You'd almost think it was simultaneously your birthday and Christmas or something. Of course, you know how ridiculous it is. It can never conceivably happen. Oh, Jesus. Is it actually... Are we actually doing... Dave, do you exist?
The date is 12/24. Hee hee hee.
Ah ha ha, it is. It is Christmas. Kinda. 3:25 a.m.? That's concerning. No. Jeez. Wait. Am I dumb? Did I not ever realize? That's how the record broke? Ah. Ah. Never noticed. Right. Bro just kicked my ass. That's really all there is to say on the matter. A bit of awakening. Okay, we've read some of these. Ah, I forgot to turn the volume down.
Same. Guess I'll watch this first, though.
I think we've read all of this. But we can watch. Yeah, we have read all of them. Thank you.
Okay, bet. I feel like it's just okay. That. Oh no, there it goes.
What a pretty cloud. Oh. Oh.
Oh my gosh, she did that all in her sleep.
Wow, I wish I could do stuff in my sleep. Oh, there's some weird audio desync happening? That's strange. I don't know why that would be. Oh. Huh.
Uh-oh.
Ah! Oh. Big boy. Big back.
There's my boy. There he is! My favorite white boy!
There he be. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that flash made me go good.
Man, what a dream. What a dream. Alright. we read
I
this
believe you were.
one. Okay, alright. Ooh. Uh, okay. Interesting. Strange, but interesting. Huh. Well, Jade's gotta update her colorful reminders. Wait, does she remember what she does in her sleep? Because if so, I'm very jealous. You take a moment to gather your thoughts after your dream. While you are asleep, it can get very confusing figuring out what is really happening and what isn't, especially during the eclipse. When you are exposed to many versions of the past, present, and future through a variety of cloud mirages, it is only after you wake up that you are able to start making sense of all this, and your mind. Oh my god. And your reminders help you do this. But on reflection, there wasn't much in the dream about the future. You were quite surprised to see your dog in your dream, though. It was the first time the crafty guardian has ever appeared in a dream. You have learned that today is his birthday, just like it is for your best friend. You've always wondered about this. Now you have the chance to throw him a birthday and bake him a cake. And what? You've always wondered about this and never had the chance to throw him a party and bake him a cake. And now you can! But if you do, it seems that you will need a lot of candles. Beck has never allowed you to enter the mystic ruins for reasons you never understood. You always assumed it was on account of your protection, but your dream has strongly suggested that is where you need to go now. Since your dream bot is secured in its chamber and does not need to be looked after, Beck is taking a nap in the grand foyer as he usually does. Perhaps you can take advantage of this and sneak out of the house another way? Another way? Ugh, ah! Stinky
Stinky.
was based on an 80-item poll?
Jeez.
That's what they picked, like the top
Hussy to
10?
do.
Top 10 items? Goodness gracious. Can't believe we're getting cyberbullied. That's ugh.
That's my big for you. Just bullying.
Bully. Yeah, dang. The harpoon gun. Oh yes, of course. One of your reminders reminds you still have a package to deliver too. This way you can kill two birds with one harpoon gun. You just use the harpoon to zip line to the great outdoors. Zip, zip. God, that was it. Oh, that looks expensive, but alright. Architectural perfection.
It's truly beautiful.
God, mourn the loss of Cal. See,
Rip
little
cow.
dude. If you had any more apple juice, you would pour some out for your homie. You have to remember to double check your closet for more juice. I gotta go get a
Remind me next time I drink apple juice to pour one out for Cal.
pour one out for the homie. Yeah, I was sitting here like, I don't remember. Like, there are some, that are clearly very important. The suit, for instance, is iconic.
Clearly.
Gotta go get a new goddamn new sword. Perhaps you will. But if you do, it looks like you'll have to break it first. Oh no. Perfectly good strife specimen down the toilet. Thanks, bro. Capture log the beta. You tried to grab the beta, but you forgot that your Sylladex is completely packed. You wonder why you jammed all this useless crap in here in the first place. Maybe you had assumed you would weaponize it during your customary hash wrap battles with your bro. But in retrospect, that probably just would have been a huge chore and made the battle drag on forever. It's like, what are you, made of time?
Yes.
Well, quite literally.
Well, you're not made of time. I think,
Hey, it's night of time.
yeah. Who was the maid?
Aradia. Is that the right name? Yeah. Why are you quiet?
All the time in the kitchen wasted. Exactly. Filler.
Oh god, you dump all this crap all over the roof. You then set your modus to Scrabble hash function for some reason. This function always makes it a little less intuitive to calculate hash values for items and therefore more cumbersome to rap with. But you guess it's kind of a moot point for now that your bro flew off fuck knows where. His mysterious ways transcend your irony once again, but we'll just get the beta. You get the
This
beta.
seems more like a waste of time, am I right?
Yep. Mood. He probably feels that way too. You get the beta. Now yielding a radically different hash value with a Scrabble function, which is to say, a radically exact the same value. That's not right. Okay, I got it. I hope you appreciate how much gross spongy proboscis I had to fillet to get this game. Hello? What are you doing? Anyway, I'm going downstairs now and installing this thing. Later.
I think we know what happens with the stairs, and I'm just gonna warn you about it now.
I warned you about the stairs, bro. You warned me about the stairs. You have finally finished your building project. You have done about as much as you can do for John. You don't think you can provide much assistance against all those ogres this time, but at least now John appears to be armed to the teeth. All there is left to do is to wait for Dave. Capture log and send John the code for his present. I would certainly hasten the parcel's delivery, but the gift is not finished yet. You have spent several months accelerating your knitting skills to be able to make the gift of perfect sentimental appeal. You even incorporated a cherished heirloom you've had for as long as you can remember. When he sees your staggering gesture of sentimentality, he will finally understand. He will understand that in the game of facetious sentimental gestures, no one gets the best of Rose Lalonde. Months in the past. Dear Rose, happy birthday! Thanks for being such a great friend all these years. I know you like to make it out that like you're playing it cool and don't care much about the people in your life, but I know deep down you really do. Hell, not even that deep down. It's like your subconscious is having a wet t-shirt contest and like you're being all aloof is this totally soggy soggy shirt doing no good at all at hiding nothing. Oh wait. It looks like two can play at this game of cracking all these highfalutin psychology books. Ah, snap. But yeah, I got you this because I think you're really creative, and you can make something nice with it if you put your mind to it. And it might help you take your mind off a lot of this serious business you're always absorbed in. You know, all this weirdo, pseudo gothy stuff or whatever. Frankly, it's kind of depressing. Depressing. Anyway, you're the best, Rose. Have a rad 13th. I will catch up with you guys soon. God, you're all so old. Ghosty trickster. John. Ah, gotta answer. Oh, ho, ho.
Yes. My babies. My baby.
Why?
Which icon would be?
I can be her. You can keep being Rose if you want, but if you would rather be her.
I don't care either way.
I know you did. You had the shirt. You wore it for years.
Girl, I finally got rid of that shirt. It had so many blue stains on it because I would wear it while I clean.
That just makes it all the more edgy.
It really does. I don't know where that shirt is. I swear. I feel like I got rid of it, probably. It's probably sitting in our hometown Goodwill.
Oh no. You know, some kid's gonna find it and be like, oh, no way, this is so exciting!
I mean, that's what I did with my Hot Topic Homestuck shirt as well, because I finally like wore it out.
I remember being so jealous. Man, I wish I had a shirt like that.
Bro, next time I go to Hot Topic, I'm gonna see if they still sell those. I doubt they do.
I doubt it. There's no way.
There's no way. We've evolved since then.
Who knows? Yeah, so either one. I know these are your two girls.
Two baby girls.
Unfortunately, this means you have to pick a favorite.
Don't make me pick favorites.
Gotta pick a favorite. One of them.
uh, 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 sure, I'll be Kanaya.
Alright.
I'm saying that now because I'm thinking of what happens with fun things in the future and what this lady does to a certain purple fish boy.
Yes. I wouldn't mind being a purple fish boy, but yeah.
Mechanic. Oh my gosh, I don't remember her being this well spoken. Why is it that when the subject of temporal mechanics is broached, your sparing human intellects instantly assume the most Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Something
Ingratiating.
imaginable. Time is not that difficult to understand. It is a utility that a universe may resort to in order to advance the desired degree of complexity, or may not resort to if that is the case. It's all pretty pedestrian, but no. When time travel comes up, you present the face that a man shows when the breeze gradually alerts him to his absence of nether dressings. I don't see how we are to properly agitate you all if you continue to insist on failing to understand basic concepts which common infants effortlessly manage to describe via scrawlings in their own puddles of sloppy discharge.
Have we spoken before?
Yes, in the future.
You and your friends never cease to invent ways to strengthen the credibility of your assertions.
Oh my, it is your human sarcasm again. I enjoy listening to it, and I wish doing so could serve as my primary form of recreation. There, see, I just did it too, saying the opposite thing to emphasize my contempt. But suddenly I feel more primitive and hate myself a little more. It was like this funny miracle that just happened in my heart.
I would admire the sophistication of you and your fellow future dwellers a little more if you seem to be aware of the word human. Be aware the word human only functions as that sort of adjective in a bad science fiction. But I won't be rude and change the subject. There's still a bit of unflagellated straw poking out of your rhetorical effigy over here.
Oh dear, no, we aren't from the future, but we are all already in agreement that you don't get it and never will.
I thought you said we spoke in the future. Let's pretend like I don't have a lisp. That's fine.
We did. Your future. For me, it was only a couple minutes ago.
I understand. You exist in some temporal stratum through which you have communication access to various points of my timeline. It's not that complicated.
Yes, that's right. Will you try to talk some sense into your idiot friends so that we may proceed to bother them all on a more rational term?
I try to them every day with mixed results, but you see, it's not that I don't understand you, it's just that I don't believe you, because it's nonsense, albeit persistent and coordinated nonsense. Why would a bunch of temporarily dislocated trolls want to harass a group of friends throughout completely random points in time?
I will admit this campaign of provocation wasn't all that well thought out. Don't tell anyone I said that.
Alright, maybe you should get some trolling tips from us humans. Our sparing intellects are probably better suited to it.
Yeah, maybe. Why don't we be friends?
You want to be my friend?
A little more than friends, you know what I'm saying?
More than friend, you know?
I think so. I think we're supposed to. You suggested as much earlier. Ooh.
You mean I did in the future?
Yes, a couple minutes ago.
Probably because you're probably because I remembered you mentioning it in the conversation that we're having now.
That's likely.
Hmm. Your commitment to this role-playing scenario is intriguing. What choice do I have but to accept? The shades, knitting, building, rain, shades.
Oh
You need to go get
no.
the other shades. Gotta
Hey
switch out the
man, don't put this
shades.
down. You look a lot like your brother.
It's rough. Dear Dave, happy birthday! I just wanted to take a break from telling you how much your gay butt stinks all the time and say what an awesome friend you are. Seriously, on any other day, I would be downplaying how you aren't really as cool as you think you are, but just between you and me, I think you might actually be that cool. I think you just gotta get out of your bro's shadow and step into your and spread your wings, dude. So I got you these. They're totally authentic. They actually touched Ben Stiller's weird, sort of gaunt face at some point. I'm sure you'll dig them because I know you lawed so hard at that movie. Okay, so for real, this is sort of a shitty present, but it is an ironic present because I know you wouldn't have it any other way. Maybe you can wear them ironically sometime. They might even be more ironic than you and your bro's dumb pointy anime shades. Anyway, have a good one, buddy, and stay busy being totally sweet. That's what did it. That's like the entire. That's when they all
That's
went
what.
gay. That's Pepsi Cola was invented there. Oh, this one, right.
Hey, first, okay, I think you're awful. Let's put that fact on the table where we can both see it. Now you've been primed for the digestive ruination that's about to take place and the comprehensive soiling of the laundry enveloping your person.
Oh my god, you type like a tool.
Yeah, now you're getting it. You are in for Are You Ready to Be Trolled? Within an inch of your miserable human cortex.
This is so weak, I'm almost getting tired of wasting good material on you guys. It's like, you've got nothing. It's always one of you sprouting up and ranting about how hard I'm about to get trolled with, like, no ensuing substance. You don't even know anything about us. One of you fuckers thought I was a girl.
Okay, yeah, but the thing is that I don't care about your anatomical details and things like that. I know what you've done or will do, actually. It's the most awful thing, the worst you can ever do.
Sorry, I wouldn't cyber with you, dude, in the future, or whatever.
Wait, what? Wait, what? My brain just. Oh, okay. You're the one who likes to submit innuendo.
Human innuendo.
Yes, human innuendo. Sorry for the lack of clarity.
So at what point in the future am I supposed to, like, look forward to you whipping up this titanic hankering for my knob?
Uh,
Be honest with me, because I'm busy and, like, I want to know exactly when I gotta clear some space in my calendar for when some fuckwit blunders out of a magical phone booth and makes a ballad inspiring play for my throbbing beef truncheon.
should I be perturbed by these illusions?
No, man, look, I just need to know when to be there. Like, when the stars finally come into alignment and your flux capacitor lets you finally sate your meteoric read for crotch ducks and, I wouldn't want to miss it, and, like, cause a paradox or something. It's like if the universe blew up on account of you missing your window of opportunity to help yourself to a pubescent boy's naked spam porpoise.
Uh, okay, this is sort of starting to upset me.
Jesus, you're such a shitty troll.
I guess I'll leave you alone and find another point in time to bother you when, I guess, you're more emotionally susceptible and don't have all these bees in your bonnet about your human sexuality.
Oh no, no, dude, you sassed me up. We are in the shit now, together. The long haul.
I what?
We're motherfucking entrenched in this bitch. You and me, welcome my nam. What? Now grab my hand and shimmy your soggy ass off that muddy bank before Charlie gets a fucking drop.
Who's Charlie?
He's the guy who's gonna read our vows. I'm feeling pretty freaking matrimonial all of a sudden. Take a look down by your foot to see that little bottle. Stomp on that shit like it's on fire. Noisy ethnic dudes are like flipping the fuck out, waving us around in chairs till someone gets hurt. I'm your 300-pound matronly freight. Jesus Christ! I'm your 300-pound matronly freight train, and my gaping furnace is hungry for coal. So get goddamn shoveling,
Oh my
bro.
god.
Bro, look in my eyes. That twinkle. That be devotion, you herniated pro wrestler's sweaty purple taint, sparkling like a visit from your fairy fucking godmother, should be pure and true. That's what you see. A kaleidoscopic supernova of all your hopes and dreams all swishing together. Radially effervescing arms of more like boy peckers than you can imagine. Of more little boy peckers than you can imagine. Turning out insane corkscrew haymakers of a billion dancing Vienna sausages strong. This is how we do this. This shit's more real than Kraft mayo.
I would also block him.
Ah, Right. Welcome to the welcome to the stream. Right. Aimless renegade. That was a lot. You have identified a couple of unwelcome rogues outside your present stronghold. They are in violation of your jurisdiction. Despite your ordinarily striking marksmanship, you have spent your entire ammo clip without recording a single kill shot. What will you do? Realize that your weapon is magazine fed, not clip fed. You don't give a shit about that. I guess we'll examine the wall behind us. It's pretty deep. Pretty deep. The wall exhibits rows of ancient hieroglyphs depicting an array of amphibious reptilian life forms. This is illegal pictography. It makes you angry. I gotta find more ammo. Oh, goodness gracious. There's plenty of ammunition stored in the various ammo crates, which you have spent a great deal of time unearthing from nearby dunes and hauling back to your stronghold. You have a large variety of weaponry and ammunition at your disposal. Whether you can locate some more AK-47 rounds quickly enough is a different matter. Retrieve sidearms. You retrieve a pair of deadly sidearms, but you will need a longer-ranged weapon if you were to continue reinforcement. Find a rocket launcher. Heck yeah. Here's one. Befriend those and welcome guest. You wonder if you should reconsider your grievances with the offenders. Perhaps you should let it slide. They seem friendly enough, and it's been so long since you've had company. It would also be quite a pity to blow up that tall, attractive female, but then again. Oh my goodness. They are both in flagrant violation, trespassing through several zones, which you painstakingly marked as off-limits while you conduct your investigation of this crime scene. It is your duty to investigate this illegal monument and get to the bottom of its illicit amphibious idolatry. Just think about all the sloppy footprints they are leaving in the sand makes your carapace steam. The law is all that's left to hold on to in this unforgiving dust bowl. You cannot afford to loosen your black claw's grip, lest justice slip through your fingers. Law is beauty, order is peace, judgment is the very basis of all that is pure and... Oh, that's not. You need to take a moment to wear something ridiculous before you continue your spiel. God. Order in the court! You will have order in this courtroom. If everyone does not settle down, you will clear out this courtroom. You swear to God. Oh, the platform's moving. It appears to be a large stage serving as a sort of elevator, but it can't go down because there's something jammed in it. Looks like a peculiar musical instrument, probably centuries old. But, yeah, the jury agrees. You've got to blow up the trespassers. Yeah, pieces are coming together. God, penis Ouija. I can't speak, actually. Alright. You know, it's 9:55. Stop at 10. I feel like this is as good a place as any to stop, right? 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 I'm pretty close to the end of the act. Fine. We'll keep reading through the end of the... Keep reading. If you're down to keep reading. Are you down to keep reading? Did it disappear? Women? Okay. Women will be right back and we'll continue reading. In the meantime, how have you guys been? I haven't seen you in a hot minute because, you know, somebody was busy, so we couldn't read Homestuck. You know, ugh, it's so rough. Rough times. 40 pages? That's... We'll think about it. I'll bring it up. I will ask.
Back.
Welcome back. How do you feel about reading another 40 pages? No pesterlogs.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Which page did you end on? Also, preface, I literally had a Route 44 tea today, and I've been drinking water this whole time, so.
Nice. I had a couple sips of water. I probably should be drinking more, but you know, eh. Oh, a lot of no text pages. All right. All right. I am on Jade, place present on monument.
What page number is that? So
Page 1112.
Oh, it was only 2 off from where I was. What? Rude. Not spoilers. I forget this one doesn't like to jump sometimes for whatever reason. It's like, spoilers.
No spoilers.
Anyways, I'm there.
Welcome. All right. Jade, place present on monument. You put John's present down in just the right spot, along with a letter you prepared a little while ago after a particularly interesting series of dreams. Should be any minute now. If I... you put down that time bait. It's out of your hands now. You guess you could swim. Maybe you can think of a better way across. Right. She's gonna read the letter. It's kind of confusing. Go here? But you guess it's straightforward enough, even if the drawing is somewhat inaccurate. Oh no! Berate self for unauthorized demolition. Stupid, stupid, stupid. You had them right in your crosshairs. You have no idea how a crack shot like you could have missed. It's practically inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
Be the law. You reload and take aim. That fair carapace, what sparkles in the desert light. No! You cannot afford to be distracted by such thoughts. You are busy being the law. You are the law! Whoops. Wayward vagabonds waving about in a distracting manner. Oh, it's this guy again and his little blinking bees. So outrageous. Knob, cronk. The can ruse was a distraction. Bro and Hella Jeff introducing the new friend, Jeremy. Bro, have you seen my socks around anywhere? Nah, dude. Again with the socks. Is it even? What is it even with you and the socks, man? It's like you must be token up on a joint, just make you stoned or something. I can't think of who leaves all their socks lying around like that. Vroom, vroom. The sock ruse was a distraction. I have the car.
So proud he has the car.
Become a baby. Retain your adult knowledge and assume the form of a human infant. Your satisfaction guaranteed. Beautiful. Skip quickly to the newly created hole. You have the cargo. Read the next step of the letter. At the bottom of the letter is a series of coordinates along with further instructions. You know what you must do. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection. Syndificate. Mail. Oh, what's the mail song? It's the mail that never fails. It makes me wanna.
My tail makes me wanna mail.
Mail time. All right. Years in the past. Today is your birthday. Your grandfather has decided to celebrate by introducing you to the thrill of the hunt. But suddenly you and Beck are wandering off. Where's this silly dog taking you? You find a present. You open it to find a shirt that is way too big for you, and pumpkin seeds? There is also a letter.
Ow.
What pumpkin? Dear Jade, happy birthday! It's hard to thank you enough for your friendship over the years. Heck, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't even have met Rose and Dave. So that is like 3 times the friendship. That is almost like too much friendship. I only wish I could get you something for your birthday that could remotely make up for what you've given me. But of course that's impossible, so here are a couple silly things anyway. I went to a weird Asian store the other day and saw this rad shirt, so I got it, and I'm wearing it now. But there's a blue one too, which was like way more awesome, and I wanted you to have it. I know you like to be green a lot, but maybe you'd like to try wearing blue sometimes? I'd bet you'd look like $1,000,000. Also, I know you've been frustrated lately about how your pumpkins keep disappearing. Well, I can't begin to explain why that's happening. All I can do is give these to you so you can plant some more. Don't give up, Jade. Wherever those dumb old pumpkins went off to, I'm sure you know the fun is in growing them and taking care of them until they're ready. Gotta head out to the post office now so this doesn't get to you too late. Talk to you soon. Who is this John claiming to be your friend? And these other friends he mentions? Well, whoever he is, you think he might be onto something. Blue is a very pretty color. Also, growing some pumpkins sounds like it could be fun. Maybe you'll ask Grandpa if you can use the atrium to do some gardening. This will be exciting. You bear the vicious brunt of this story transition directly in the face. You are getting really tired of this feisty man and his busy fist. Just kill John Stand yourself. Here, stick this on your pipe and bleed it as slowly. Not the hat. You release the prisoner. He is free to go. Now Jade's gonna play a guitar solo to summon giant lily pads. Because that's how that works, I guess. Right. Okay, Dave, install the beta. Okay, right. Alright, I'm like installing this game, finally. There's paste. You lied, there is pastor log.
Jeez, hold on.
I thought it said something about wailing in the song. I'm glad I'm not crazy.
Anyways, I'm there now.
Alright, I'm installing this game finally.
We're doing this, man.
Yeah, you could almost say we're making this.
Go on. What is it? We're making this.
Transpire.
Excellent. Let's make shit take place.
I don't know if they said where. Like, I don't know if
I
it's
think they're
incorrect.
Sleeper on Hello Jeff.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Because that is very poor.
We're doing it, man. Yes, exactly.
Doing it.
Happened.
Enter.
Oh, iconic music.
He has applesauce. Cracking open a cold one for his bro. Man, the multitasking going on here is crazy.
speed running be like?
Yeah. Oh. The music sync is that bad?
Oh jeez.
This just said yeet. Yeet.
Jasper Sprite.
Yeah. And he leveled up and everyone else barely entered.
Do it, do it, do it, do it. God tier John. God tier John. Do it.
Into Act 3. Vlog of Dave Strider. Alright. To intermission or stop after intermission?
How long is the intermission?
Oh, good question. We'll
Is there
start.
a way to see where's the
Guys, how long is the intermission? Yeah, I was looking. I saw it at 1:03, and then it's the Midnight Crew one. It's okay. Well, if it's long, then we're gonna have to stop because I'm actually doing work tomorrow in a miraculous change of events. For the first time ever, I'm actually doing some work. Okay.
Wow.
We'll stop here. We'll stop here.
I should be good next Wednesday, same time. Should keyword we will see.
Are you gonna
School.
Oh yeah, school stuff. Will you be streaming on yours now? You guys stream?
Possibly. Maybe. If I can figure out how to work Teams.
So guys, you heard it here. Lemon, we might be streaming together. Now you guys support her. You guys support Lemon. As much as I love y'all being here, and I'll be so sad. I mean, it's the same thing. We're streaming the same thing, guys. It's literally the exact same thing. It's just you won't get to see me. Oh, oh.
Intermission is best act. I'm just scared for Act 4. That's when we meet all other 40 characters.
Oh, God, there's so many characters. Remember whenever we were like, maybe we should spreadsheet out these characters, and then we said, this is fine.
You're so smart.
You're doing great. I do like how we have it's already been decided that I get to be Aridin. And you know, that's great. I'm gonna have to work on my woos, but also Can't can't wait to toss in some ugly stories. Gonna have to
All I
listen to
ask,
some Femi C.
I'm just thinking about I love Matunas so much.
Oh yeah.
Sweet yellow baby bean.
I didn't ever know very much about them, about the alphas. Well, yeah, or or the other
I
ones.
remember that apparently I saw this on TikTok. Apparently the alphas, like obviously they're all trolls for an obvious reason, but all of the alphas are a very specific type of internet troll. Like Chrome
Oh.
made fun of um the kids on Tumblr who said they were trollkin and he's trolling them back. Like it's a weird fourth wall thing. And then Kankry was like 4chan or something. It's so
Oh.
strange.
Neat. I see. Maybe I should have done more reading, but look, I was as a junior high kid, I didn't have time to be sitting there reading the entirety of Homestuck. I had to do chores. So I had it read to me by those people on YouTube until I couldn't have it done anymore.
Andrew Hussey really is a Shakespeare of shitty internet tropes.
I can see Kankry being Tumblr. I
Known today as Twitter. Oh my gosh.
Lots of people are saying TikTok is the new Tumblr.
I
Uh,
can get that kind of.
yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting. How times change. I recently discovered that my old Tumblr account still existed. My Hitalia one. Hitalia, I guess roleplay. Yeah, no, it was roleplay.
Oh my goodness.
And my
You want
Italia Twitter.
to
Ah,
ever use oh shoot, what's it called? MSA MSPARP.
what is
Did
it?
you ever use that when it was alive
No,
and thriving?
no.
Oh, that was a place to be.
I stopped. I stopped doing the role playing with Italia. It was my entry and my exit point, and then I realized, hmm, I might be getting a little too far ahead of where I should be developmentally. Maybe I should tone it back. You know? Ah, great. Yeah, no, TikTok's got a long ways to go before it can actually be Tumblr level. Ah, no clue what a TikTok is. That's the sound a clock makes. It's tick tock, tick, tick tock, tick tock. That's all it is. People think it's like something new and revolutionary, like Tumblr was. I mean, it's just a clock. Oh, you're right. You're right. I think you might be more up to date than I am. Song, music, pop culture. Oh, goodness gracious, regressing? I'm trying to pretend like that's not happening is the thing.
I'll pretend that's not happening, but you see my reactions anytime that one of the new trolls come in, and I'm like, my baby, my children.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. No.
Me, don't read Homestuck. It's horrible. It'll ruin your life. Also, me, I love this.
Don't read Homestuck, but also if you did, I wouldn't mind introducing you to the cult and like making you suffer through everything I suffered through for like 4 years of my life, at least. And then, the after effects of buckets. Oh my god, getting ripped
After
apart at cons. Quite literally.
My favorite thing about con culture is all of us, at least in the Arkansas community, if we were in Arkansas Homestuck or horribly named Arkansas Stuck, um, if we all knew if we all mentioned that one Carcat cosplayer, everyone knew who we were talking about, but we didn't know who they were.
Yeah. Yep. I was the coolest Dave there ever was, and you can't convince me otherwise. I
Period.
had Heelys,
Period.
but also, there was this one wonderful time at a convention where I was quite literally like pulled limb from limb, yeah, pulled apart.
Yep.
But well, I don't have a picture of it anymore because I deleted that Instagram account, and I'm actually kind of sad, and I want to see if I can get it back, but probably not. But it was rough and it was traumatizing. We was in the bathroom for like an hour or so, and
I was working that convention.
yeah.
I actually
Oh God, Applebee's.
same time in life.
You know what's great though? As soon as Honest merch. Sorry. I I tried so hard to be Dave. I try, do, do I look do I look like Dave? See, the nice thing was I made my brows so thick. And, I had the shade, so I'd
Big,
have my nice
big.
black aviators and the thick shade is thick brows, and they were like, "Oh, Dave got brows." And I'm pretty sure I started the thick brow trend, honestly, because I mean it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool, and then I started doing it, and that's then it was cool a couple of years after. But it got cool after I started doing it. What can I say? Memories.
Oh my gosh, I just realized I go home like in a couple of days and I can totally grab a cursed god tier cosplay that is sitting in a box in the back of my house.
I'm so glad my God. Wait, you aren't the one who ended up with my John Hood, are you?
No, I think the one that I have is the one that I ended up having our no longer friend without naming her currently the one she made me because she also made me I think she made me the entire thing.
That's well,
The one you had was cloth, wasn't it?
it was fleece. I made it out of a snuggie. The hood
Oh,
is
mine's like I can't even describe. It's like really hard tulle, but it's not tulle because it's stiff.
ew.
It's weird. It's a
That
weird.
sounds uncomfortable. No, mine was so cool because it was like 7 feet long, and it was made of a snuggie. And I guess the other one has it. Or had it. I'm sure she doesn't have it anymore. Probably not. That would be crazy. Can you imagine? The other one, not the one that has the hood. The other one stole one of my red wigs.
Oh yeah, I do remember that because we were doing whatever play we did senior year, and you
Mm,
mentioned hmm hmm, and then her and her sister started selling all their stuff, and I was like hmm, interesting.
crazy, crazy things, crazy times, guys. Uh, okay, wait, but back to Dave real fast because I see it is comedy and imagining a bunch of different Dave cosplayers in a room, Doom Dave party. Right. So you see
Love
my
teams. Wait.
my first con. I got roped into a panel, and I wasn't the only Dave there. I don't really know how I ended up in this panel, but it was super cool. And the other Dave, I recently refound him on Facebook, and it's crazy. Like I looked up and I was like, I recognize that name, and then I looked through the pictures and I went, no way, because I looked up to him. I was like, what a cool Dave. Um, but also he
Oh,
was actually male and automatically did the Dave thing better than me. It was really sad. It was
superior.
really depressing for a couple of years. But anyways, we what was the song? Oh my god. What was the song that was so popular back in like 2014 or whatever? The
Uh, you didn't start the Homestuck or
No,
whatever it
not
was.
that. It's not a Homestuck one. It's you know, Happy was popular that year, but it wasn't Happy. It's the
I have no idea.
no, not yet. Popular songs 2014? It might have been 2015. No, no. No, Oppa Gangnam Style was 2012. I can't believe I mispronounced that. I'm gonna commit like I'm not like I don't speak Korean. Oh my god.
You speak Korean.
Oh, oh. Oppa Gangnam Style is sexy lady. I'm gonna find it. Oh my god. Not turned on for what? Oh god. Oh, I I did. I can't remember any of the words. Oh, heartbeat song. Wow, that's not what it is, but I'm just. What if it was before 2014 and I'm just. Shut. Uptown Funk! It's right there. It's
Oh my
literally
gosh.
right there. Uptown Funk. Um, Somebody had us sing the entirety of Uptown Funk. That's literally all I was trying to get at.
Oh my goodness.
And I didn't remember how it started, and I felt like such a failure because I didn't know how it. So then then I memorized it. Same thing with car radio.
Oh, we don't remember that one fun time.
And
The
nobody had it memorized.
I was gonna say like this
Oh.
past year when a certain
Oh.
someone music challenge and posted that, and I went, "You wish, you absolutely wish."
I missed that. Huh. Interesting.
Uh-huh.
I am in a Homestuck CMV. You know what? We should watch that.
Uh-oh.
Oh. You gotta just search up my old use it. There it is. There's not Iron Rooster. I don't even know what that is. God. y'all wanna maps? Huh? What is going on here? You better not be able to find it on a map. Alright. Oh, y'all ready to the baby is you? No.
Baby.
Alright. You ready for this? This is me. Where's Miraculous Ladybug? Where did it go? Did they take it down? It was literally just here. Where is... Where'd it go? Guys, oh my goodness. Have I been... Alright, hold up. Wow, RCC. What? Adrian Crest. Oh my god. Videos? I feel so light. It's been on images forever. It's like a compilation of a whole bunch of us who were in the. Ugh. Why am I on what? Oh, that's me. Huh. I'm on the thank you for 1 year of Miraculous from the team Miraculous. That's crazy. How did I get there? What? I'm sorry. That's not the point of what we're doing. Well, this might be a problem. I might not be able to show it to you guys if I don't have it here, because I don't know. I don't remember the name of the song either. Okay, well, I'll try searching YouTube. The thing is, it's gonna come up with my account. Nope, there it is. Haha, they're smart. Oh, I remember them. Ah, okay, all right. Yeah, are you ready? Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is Pro Chaos Cosplays. What do you mean? You've already got it. How far we've come, Homestuck International CMV.
Greetings, worthless human.
You've already got it. No. Okay. Ready? You ready? Wait. You gotta wait. Yeah, we're only gonna go until I show up.
I'm trying to see if I even recognize them. I recognize them. John.
It's just so
Me.
stupid that this game is moving.
I don't want to exist anymore. We're done. Alright. Well, that was fun, guys.
Baby Mooney. This is the Homestuck fandom. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I don't want to exist anymore. Wow. So anyways, that was fun. Nice trip down memory lane. A whole...
There's one picture of me as God tier John that I ended up putting in a...
It's worse whenever you see it full screen is the thing. Okay. I was asleep. Yeah. Yeah. Go to sleep. Unless you don't want to. Oh, well that's sad. Guys, we gotta be quiet. We woke up my roommate.
Oh no.
I know, I'm a horrible person. Anyways, thank you all for coming to my stream and reliving some horrible moments with me. I appreciate it. I'll be back on Friday streaming some Danganronpa and some cosplay that I don't have decided yet. And yeah, you should be very excited that you missed the Homestuck fandom bus. That's true. That's worth missing. Yeah. Where am I? Oh. What are we talking about? If you want to watch the other ones of these, they're on YouTube. My YouTube has nothing to do with what we just saw, okay? Alright? It's, if you want to see that, like I said, it's, Pro Chaos Cosplay, How Far We've Come, Homestuck International CMV. I don't recommend you watch it. Jonathan Homestuck?
I'm trying to remember Calliope's brother's name. The one who started calling it Homosuck. Friska Undertale. Oh, yes.
I can't remember.
Me neither.
My brain is saying Cawthorn, and I don't know why.
Cawthorn?
I don't know.
Oh god, we're theater kids, Homestucks. I'm right here, and I would like you to
Caliborn.
call
Caliborn.
Caliborn, Jesus. Oh my god. Also, the
Yes.
answer, yes, theater kids were Homestucks. Me and another current theater kid that we know of was still for some reason a theater child. Were horrible, horrible Homestucks. We were in Homestucks together.
What?
It's like when they're like, "Are you in Lesbians with me?" No, we're in Homestucks.
Yes. Right. Yep. Or, as a lot of people would get into Homestuck and then go on to become theater kids.
Which honestly fits either way.
I can't really say I was ever a theater kid though. I mean, I took theater, but I could never do anything, so unfortunately, haha, not me.
Not me here
They
getting
didn't
a
want
BF
me.
theater.
Oof. Yep,
Jeez.
that's Applebee's and Homestuck in theater. Ha 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 ha.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Just unlocked memories in me for no reason.
That's great. Yep, we've
How
come a
far
long
we've
ways.
come.
We've come a long ways. Yes. How far have we come? A long ways. Actually, the original song is really good. I did honestly listen to it on repeat for a while. The original song. Um, oh, they give off techie energy.
Well, here I am, standing before you all. My favorite. I don't know if you remember him, but one of our other cosplay friends, Matt, he also read Homestuck, and I still have my Rage hoodie from like high school that I got because it was a giant thing, and I wear it whenever it gets super cold because it is so comfy. And I walked into a class that we had together, and he looked me up and down, and he went, "You filthy Homestuck," and I went, "Look, man, I don't want to be wearing it either, but it's cold outside."
I'm really sad that I lost my heart hoodie, but uh, that's why you don't share hoodies. That's all I
Period.
can say. Welcome, Derpy. You kind of hit the end of the stream, but I'm glad you came anyways. No, yeah. Oh, also, I'm thinking of adding more redeemable things to channel points. This is totally unrelated. But yeah, so keep an eye out for things you can redeem with channel points. If that's your thing. If it's not your thing, I understand, but oh. Oh. Yeah. The website's still up. It still works. I don't remember which website it is. But
Topotoko. I think What Pumpkin's the one that went down.
yeah, I think it is. I don't know. God, Jesus Christ. No. Homestuck. Homestuck pals, this is Derpy. Derpy really likes Monokuma. From Danganronpa. It's I think that it's a very similar atmosphere. Where'd you go?
Me?
Yeah. It was very quiet.
Okay,
Nobody was saying anything.
I'm looking, but yes, Danganronpa and Homestuck are basically the same people, but Danganronpa get to let their murderous tendencies out a bit more, in which Homestuck, while there is plenty of murder, and murder again, and you live and then you get killed again and again. Not as obvious.
Yeah. It's someone like Kaede and Homestuck. Hmm. It
You know who I think Junko equivalent would be? Soap or Gamzee. Or Gamzee in general.
I can see that, but also I kind of see Nagito for.
Yeah. Okay, actually, I take that back. That is definitely yeah. Yeah.
No, that's fair too. Every character is sober Gamzee, and yeah. I. It's just the vibes, you know. The vibes feel the same.
Bro, I'm just trying to find literally any of the God tier sweatshirts, and they are like non-existent.
It's actually not a game. You can read it for free on the internet. However, it's a couple thousand pages long. It's a webcomic. But Kaede. Is there only 8,000?
Only 8. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is 7 years long.
Yeah, it is
Literally 7 years.
7 years. Um, yeah, we were reading the webcomic. It's but now we're talking about it. It's not over. We just stopped because I was gonna stop streaming, but then we had memories to talk about, and now I'm trying to think of a character like Kaede in
If
Homestuck.
what attributes are you using to describe Kaede in your mind? Like, what are some adjectives to describe her?
Oh, you read it in full in 3 weeks? Well, I had to read it over the course of like 2 or 3 years, so because it wasn't complete.
I started reading it in 9th grade because someone was wearing a Briska t-shirt, and I made the horrible mistake about asking about it, and then that group of people became my closest high school friends group. And then it ended in 2016, so like I read it for 2-3 years.
I still couldn't read it all in one go. I wouldn't understand anything. I barely understand anything as it is. Uh, uh, oh yeah, the hiatuses. Oh my god.
I remember waiting for that last update to roll out, and all of us were just losing it.
Yeah, it's a trip for sure. That's very accurate. What's the personality website?
What do you mean?
The one that tells you people with your personality types? Database.
Oh, shit.
Personality database.
I found it.
Uh-huh.
I Jesus, $50. Oh my god.
Well, let me tell you, nobody really dies. I mean, they die, but they don't, then they do, and they don't, so...
God tier is a whole different thing.
I don't know what what is Kaide's last name? Kaede... Akamatsu? There it is, Akamatsu.
Look at me remembering names.
It doesn't pop up. He doesn't pop up. I don't know which section she'd be under. Gaming and gaming. Gaming.
Didn't you match with Dave on the personality test?
Huh?
On that personality test, didn't you match with him?
I don't remember.
Matched with some of them, but I can't remember which it was.
There it is, Killing Harmony. We're getting there. She's an ENFJ. Unfortunately, now we have to duplicate this tab and find Homestuck, which I believe is under comics. Yep, webcomics. A, B, C, D, F, G. Hack band. Hi, who? Homestuck.
Hamstay. Almost up.
ENFJ. Dad. Carcat. I see it. I see it. Yes, there is.
Kaido and Carcat?
I can. If you take away the asshole aspect of Carcat.
That's fair.
Um.
He do be getting down to business.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
much.
I couldn't think of anyone off the top of my head, so yes, I went to the MBTI personality types and sorted by that. However, if you're curious, nobody in Killing Harmony has my personality type. What about the other one? I kind of switched between two. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're gonna pretend like it's no one.
Who is it? Don't be shy. Who is it?
Rielma.
Oh my gosh.
I matched with Jake and Jade.
Oh.
No, wait, no, that's IN. No, it wasn't. That was IS. Yeah.
I'm INFJ. Woo.
I also, the other one matches with Bro, and that's unfortunately unfortunate. The personality thing. I'm just gonna send you the one I have for the one I have open. Oh my god! What was I? Something of heart.
You want to know a funny thing? So whenever I took it in high school, I was something of rage. And then I took it again like senior year or freshman year of college, and I was like, look at how far I've come. Me as a person.
Aridin is an extrovert. ESTJ. Which is when I don't feel like I hear very often. That's quite the combination of letters. I don't see. Okay, back on to. I'll listen to it. Well, no, we're not. We're not gonna listen to it. But um, this is the only thing that gets me feeling for Aridin. All right. All right.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and you don't even have to pull it up. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So, if you want to, kind of feel for him, that's great. I'm sure that some do overlap, but God, Homestuck is 7 pages long, and Killing Harmony is 2. So,
True.
Wait a minute. What did I say? What was Aridin? ESTJ. Okay. Okay. Well, Maki is ENTJ, and I was pressed for a second. Um. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know. I never liked Vriska that much, and it was really hard to try and convince myself to like her. I don't- What is this? Oh, it's a fan game. Okay, sorry. I got distracted. Um, sorry, what do you mean? No, I couldn't. Nothing could make me feel for Vriska, and I feel so bad. But she's just so cold.
I mean, she literally made someone go blind.
Yeah,
And bullied a kid in a wheelchair. And I'm pretty sure it's the reason he was in the wheelchair. She's not a fun time.
you found an OnlyFans with Monokuma or Monotaro. I'm Jesus. I got
Okay, sweatshirt, but I did find they still sell t-shirts. Isn't the same.
They don't
But
still
also,
do the sweater?
I have yet to find a sweater, but I have found on For Fans by Fans a Hero of Heart t-shirt.
Do you mean that I really tossed my what was I? Sylph of Hope. No, Heart. Sylph of Heart. That's what I was. Um which probably isn't accurate to today. I've kind of gotten meaner.
That's what we should do next time is take the test
Oh
of
my
like
god. You're right. I does hmm. Does Goodbye Despair go by a different name?
is what?
Danganronpa Goodbye Despair? Does it go by a different
Uh,
name?
Trigger Happy Havoc?
No, that's the first one. The second one. I can't find it. It's not on the personality database.
I have no idea.
Like, there's at least 12 different Danganronpas here. More than that. I've never heard of most of these. And no, no. Hmm. It's just sad. Duh, not on. It's not here. It's not on the database. Or it is, and it's not in the section that I'm in, which I'm pretty sure is games.
Why is a Homestuck 2021-22 calendar pop up?
It's strange. Does it? I suppose it could come up. It would show up in the animes though, because there's the anime. Oh god, what genre of anime is it? Slice of life. Is it? Wait. No, no, please close. Oh, it won't close. I have to scroll all the way down. Not slice of life. Uh I can't imagine that. I don't know how you would go uh, for Vriska over Tavros. Like, I don't.
I mean, Tavros is also sometimes problematic, but he just starts getting anxiety anytime he tries to be like the others.
Yeah, but uh, but Friska. And then you know, and is it seriously not an anime either? Well, it's not comedy. I'm not even gonna bother with comedy. Oh, Citrus falls uh under drama. I would have put it under something else, but okay.
I would have put it under something else.
What? Okay. Guys, I'm having such a hard time here. Well, it's not Ghibli and it's not historical, but here I am anyways.
This
Horror?
website, such an odd picking of hoodies. They have, okay, the first two make sense. Actually, the first three make sense, but I can't remember who the fourth was. They have, these are the hoodies they have, is for Hero of Time, that'd be Dave. Hero of Space, that would be Jade. Hero of Void, that's Roxy. And then Hero of Mind, but I'm pretty sure that's like Terezi?
Yeah.
Like, that's not even one of the kids.
Huh. That's interesting.
Well, yeah, Time isn't just Dave, but like, that's the main one we associate.
Ah. Gundam. I knew there was another one.
Uh,
Oh, Derpy, which OnlyFans, which Monicum OnlyFans character were you? I always hope. Well, okay, see, the thing about retaking the test now is that there's so many subsections that I don't understand. I got too
Which-
old for it, you know?
oh my gosh.
They got like the 500 different quadrants under, you know? I don't even know what. How do you. How do you get there? How do you search that? Oh, interesting. What is it even called? What is my class spect? That's not what we called them.
God tier. God tier.
Here we go.
I'm just searching Homestuck God tier quiz.
Well, there's an official one.
Ooh,
And
oh, not
here we
Jesus.
go. I think this is probably the one I took. The overwhelming one was 500 with all of them in the back. Is that what is that? Did you?
God. I don't even know what you're talking.
I know you're right. Okay. Yeah. We should probably. We can. It has been an entire other hour, and I do actually have to do stuff tomorrow. So I guess. Yes, it is a thing. You know what, guys? You have homework by next week. I want to see your extended zodiac and also your god tier class. All right. Oh, also, y'all wouldn't have. Oh, probably. You're not the normal community, but you are the normal Homestuck community, and I will make you your own tab on the Discord if y'all want to be part of the Discord. There's a link down below. It should be a permanent invite if you want to join. I'm just saying. Yeah, I see, and as someone who hasn't played Hive Swap, it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I guess I could play Hive Swap after this.
Bro, I would play Hive Swap with you.
Okay, to be fair, no one here is the normal community, I feel like, but we're all a special community. Y'all are just, I got like the Wednesday community, and then I got Danganronpa, who also shows up to Minecraft because I think they feel sorry for me.
Oh, I did that extended Zodiac thing when it came out.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm behind. I'm a Various. Period. That's all I remember because I changed my Instagram handle to that, thinking I was some hot girl shit, and
Yeah.
had that as my username for a while.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember what it means. Or
It's
I didn't know what it meant. Like I just looked at it and I was like, oh,
in layman's term, it is the ultimate Virgo.
that's great. I wish I could identify with my zodiac to any extent.
It's somehow more Virgo than Virgo.
It doesn't really mean anything. I love the honesty
It
there.
really doesn't, but that's essentially like what the little or what I remember from the thing.
Yeah.
Can't think.
You know, honestly, at the rate we're reading, might um it might be completely released. It's a BuzzFeed personality quiz. Well, that's a fair,
Oh,
accurate
no.
title.
It really is.
Guys, if I sit here any longer, I'm gonna end up doing this quiz on stream, and I gave you homework. I can't get the homework done right now. It's our homework. We're home. Well, we are all at home. No, I can't. 2026, Jesus Christ. Well, I won't still be reading it in there. In 2026, ideally. No, you have to do it. It's okay. So you're gonna search what Homestuck God tier am I? And then the first link, it's the first link. It's a .edu account, actually. The 4 more parts after that, Jesus Christ. 2038?
What now?
Yes, that one. At least that's the one that's the one I remember taking. Yeah, classic. Way back when. I don't even know if it counts as way back. I'm not that old. I hope I'm not that old. I'm about to be that old. Dang, that's rough. Well, anyways, this is where we stop, guys. This is where we stop. I had a great time. I thank you all so much for coming. I will see you guys on Friday. If you want to come on Friday, that would be neat. If you want to come to the Discord, that would be neat. You don't have to though. You don't have. No, Derpy, I'm not doing it on stream. But if you ask nicely in the Discord, I'll post it so that you can Oh. That's strange. But no, Derpy. No. You ask nicely on the Discord, I might let you know. Might. Maybe. But I gotta go. Lemon has school tomorrow, probably. Yeah, see? That was I gotta pretend like I actually know Ian. Like remember that time I mispronounced Oppa Gangnam Style? That's ha 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 ha. Very embarrassing. Oh, there is one? Yes, I will raid them. What is their name? It can't be me. Honestly, I'm not tired. That's the only reason that we're still going. But send me their name and I got it. All right, you're ready to raid?
Yeah.
Oh, they are much further along in the story than we are, but there we go. There we go. Read, babies. Jesus Christ, Derpy, do your homework. Do your work. And then when you're done with that work, do the work I assigned you. Alright, till next time, guys. Bye. I miss you all already. Bye-bye. Wait.